So welcome, Netanel Goldberg. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Such an honor to share with you today. Thank you so much for your time, your presence, and your light in these dark times. It's much needed. And let's honor it and talk about your music, your voice, your medicine, your offerings, and the power of music that heals the world and sharing global connection. So you are this fall on tour in Europe with your album Waves Back Home, coming with your trio from Israel to Switzerland first and for 2 ceremonial concerts. So you're keeping your commitment despite the situation. I can imagine how challenging it was to decide to keep touring, leaving the family behind, and follow your call and mission to be humbly at service. So first, can you tell us how you feel, and how challenging was your decision to keep touring after the recent attacks in Israel? Did you ever think about canceling this tour and stay home with your family?
First of all, thank you very much, Tali, for this beautiful invitation, coming together. And I believe it's not only us coming together, but soon it will be more circles coming together and participating as well inside this conversation in different ripples inside it. How am I feeling? I'm a bit overwhelmed these days. I have within me a few layers. I feel almost all the time. Within the silence, I have also this something trembling inside my heart, inside my system. I see it as a big net that let's say all of us. You remember this game when we were children? We had this game that we had this board, a round board with nails on it in circles. And then there's these strings that we put. One string comes here, 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 here. And then if you look above, it's like this beautiful mandala. Yeah? You remember that?
I remember.
Yeah. So if I see it from above, I take all this, what's going on, and I see it from above. So I feel it that all of us is like one big organism that is connected together. And when something is like now a disaster somewhere, it's like a frequency or something is shaking. So automatically, like a domino, it influences each one inside this board. And I really feel it's very difficult for me, this feeling, but I feel connected. So I'm feeling connected to the unpleasant going on. The minute it started, not the minute, I woke up a few hours after it started, this chaos in Israel. I was in shock for sure, like everyone. But after 3 days, it was, I had, I don't know what to call it, anxiety attack, maybe. I went really into fear. And I had this calling that I have to go now out from Israel. This maybe will be also my answer afterwards. Why did I choose to come to the tour? Because I felt that I have to go from this situation. I don't know exactly what. It's above me. It's above what my reasonable way to think. My mother, my family is there. My wife was with me. And it wasn't reasonable. But inside, I know here I can't stay now. So we found a fast flight, and then our agent told us we have 4 hours we have a flight. And we just packed in half an hour and we left. It took time because the airport was packed, many, many people. And there was in the airport, there was an alarm. For me, it was like my soul. I think I understood in these times that my soul is very fragile. I know there's people, for everyone it's fragile, yeah? But I know there's people who have this, they have like a second shield on them. Yeah. And I understood that I have in me this little child, very fragile and very super sensitive, that I feel that I need to take him out from Israel now. I know there's many people taking out their children. I meet many people just to protect the children. And I feel now that I protected my fragility inside. And here it's a balance, because I wasn't quiet immediately. I just came here, I'm in Greece, and it's like, wow, beautiful ocean and quiet, but the system is still working, still shivering, still jumping from sounds, from many things. But now after a week or so, I'm very quiet in me. I'm very nourishing myself, learning. You said about how do we bring light in these dark times, or how do I bring light in these dark times? And I want to say that all the time there's dark, and all the time there's light. And it's like a tree that has a few branches on it, and the tree doesn't fall with one branch. It doesn't fall with the darkness. It doesn't fall with the light. It's just standing and holding all these voices, all these struggles, all the beauty and the darkness, and it's holding. And the wind comes and it moves. And I think that what's happening to me here, I'm just nourishing the power, gaining back the power again. And in that place, I feel that I can come to the tour, because if I have been stayed in Israel, I just had a thought a few days ago that if I have been stayed there, probably I didn't have the powers to go out at all. And to see from Greece, I can see a sense of a bit far away. It's like seeing a storm inside the ocean, and I'm sitting on the beach, and I can see from outside, okay, how can I help me? I'm not talking about anyone else. I'm talking about me, because it's super individual, super personal these days. Each one is acting the way he knows how to act. And this is like, really act how you know, and this is what we need to do now, I believe. I'm happy I'm going on the tour.
Yes.
I'm very happy, and I see it as a mission within me, that this is what I do, and this is what I have to do regarding all, like you said, the darkness, all the waves, taking my ship, my small boat, and
on this ship, yeah,
and going into the ocean to help as I can.
Thank you for this answer. So you're with your powerful, soft, and unique voice and music, you hold spaces in a devoted and humble way, sharing your gift and medicine, inviting people to come together and connect to their hearts, to receive your blessings, elevate their prayers, and go deep inside, to release what needs to let go and heal. You are touching hearts and souls all over the world with you're offering these ceremonial concerts and workshops. In this way, keeping the flame of hope burning. So can you share more about your intention during these ceremonial concerts? And how would you inspire people who lost maybe faith or hope to come and gather, to sing and be together?
Okay, if I don't remember the second question, remind me later. Let's start from the first one.
Yeah. I have so many questions, so I doubled them.
Good. Perfect. I'm so much spontaneous, so I won't remember probably what you asked. Like I shared before, this net, Okay, so we're together. We're together holding this life, and we have the power to influence and to being influenced by. And I want to open a space for people to feel that whatever they're going through right now, tomorrow, everything is changing. They have a place that they can be seen as they are, to be acknowledged as they are. And sometimes, we even don't need music for it. And we don't need singing. We just need, it's just a excuse in a way. Let's gather together. Let's sing, let's pray. But the most maybe deepest thing that is happening there is acknowledgement. And because everyone wants to be seen. We're like these little children. We're like, mother, see my beautiful picture. See what I did today in the kindergarten. And we're continuing doing that all the time. I know it about myself. I love acknowledgement. For being me. I'm putting aside my music, just for being me, to being loved as I am. So this is one part. So I'm creating like a space that everyone feels at home. I hope this is what I'm inviting to. And then comes the singing and the prayer, that we have the power to generate our life. So this body is like a generator. And we have the voice, we have the body, we have the breath. From there comes emotions. And we have the words, abracadabra, this from Hebrew. It means Evra, I will create, kadabra, from my words, from what I will speak. And when we put on this river of music, as you know, music is slowly will soften the hard rocks of the soul, of the heart. And I don't need to say nothing about music because everyone knows about music. But when we bring together the music, the prayer, the acknowledgement, the being loved, something starts to shift there. Something like like a spiral. Each one from his belief, from her belief, come together. Each one from a different religion, or someone can believe to Krishna, to Hindu, to Abraham, to Muhammad, to the Quran. It doesn't really matter. But we come together with our simple, honest, sincere heart, and let the music do what it needs or knows what it's capable of doing. And then I just drop it, and I like take a step back and let this creation create itself. And then it's not me anymore, and it's not no one's anymore. It's just us and God, divinity, whatever you believe in, the spirit. I know, let's say this, there's much more I don't know than I know in this creation. This is a small offering I'm offering to the world.
You're so humble. So yeah, it's a unique experience and a deep healing journey that is so resonant with these critical times. Because I wanted to share that. I think it's very important today to be united and support each other with more love, more peace, more compassion, as we are one, as we are stronger together, and as we can manifest collective healing, as you said. So we're going to come back to the other question after, because it's also related to this one. So you want to share your biggest prayer for humanity and the future generation? Wow, I know.
My biggest prayer.
Or the one today that is important.
The one today. Let's start with the one today.
The one today.
I have to sit with it a second. That with honesty, to meet the pain of the other inside me. Like to hear it, to let it enter me, and to hold it together. Yeah.
Aho. So how would you inspire these people who might be today resistant to pray or lost simply hope and faith to maybe join this prayer, this gathering, this singing? Oh, no, it's okay.
Yeah, there was a bit stuckness, but we're good. We're good.
Exactly, we get stuck there.
Sometimes life is stuck. It's fine.
Gonna talk about it too. Yeah. Oh my God.
How do I inspire people? I believe just in being me and giving allowing people to being them, not to trying to put them in any space, not to try to saying them, hey, I have the truth. Hey, with me, you'll get a revelation or a liberation. Just to say them, hey, wherever you are, it's perfect, and I trust you. I trust you. You know what is good for you to do now.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah. For me, it's very simple.
No,
I know this urge. You know, we really want people to come together. You can't see this, what we see. Yeah. But each one sees what he sees. And I believe that I want to trust each one, that what he sees, what she sees is, and what she believes in, this is it, because I'm here through God, through divinity, and this person as well. Who am I to say something about this person? And just to give them the acknowledgement, hey, you're perfectly okay now, wherever you are.
Yeah, it's really working when we're there. It's true. Singing We Are Holy, and you really give this space. We're going to go through this. So let's talk about Waves Back Home, which is the title of your tour. I think it's your fourth album.
So now let's do corrections here. It's not the fourth album. Okay. It's just the title of the tour. Okay. Yeah, me and albums, we have a very interesting relationship in albums. I work it differently than the rest of the world. I have a new album, but this is with it's a beautiful album with it's a trio with Mitch Kuhn and Dror Parker.
Together
it's a different section of me, huh?
The one Together Alive. That is my next question.
Together Alive, yeah. That's a beautiful new album. But it's not different because it's the same me, but it's a different project, let's say.
Let's talk about Waves Back Home, the title of this tour, because it's an invitation to gather together in the ship of life and remember the power that moves us to the heart. So can you share a little the story of these waves, this beautiful title, and the intention of this tour?
I believe that all what we're going through is just waves. It could be emotional waves, waves of experience. I don't know what's going to be in the end of this waves. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to really go to. But I believe that every wave, doesn't matter where I am, what am I going through now, it brings me closer and closer back home. Home to God, home to divinity, home to silence within me. And it's very, very simple for me to see that each one of us is a wave. And within each one of us, there's many waves. And we're like coming together inside this ocean, willing to come together. And there's a choice that we have to do when we come inside the ocean. We have to let go to the waves. We have to let go to the spirit, to the wind, to take us. And it's something about going into the unknown, because life is unknown, divinity is unknown, and maybe the most thing we do know is that everything is on the move. Everything is changing all the time. And I felt it's a risk for me to take a ship, to lead a ship together with everyone on waves that I don't really know where they go. But I know me, and I know the power that I bring, my simple power that I bring. And I want to expand. I want to expand ourselves, to go into new lands, new directions in life, to expand into divinity, bigger, deeper, but doing it together on a ship, on the waves of life. Yeah, I see it simple, you know. I really see it simple, because when we come home, we're okay. And if all the waves take us back home, so we're okay. And we're okay now, as we are.
So beautiful.
So let's see. I don't know. You see, who knows? We'll have a few ships. I think we'll have like 8, 9, 10 ships. And we'll go on the waves and see where the sea will take us. Yeah.
So beautiful.
It's simple. I don't know. You're like, I don't have big manifests. Yeah.
Love your ship, and I want to go to these waves with you, surfing these waves. So beautiful. And so you just released this new album. I think this time maybe it's correct, called with another beautiful 2 words, so important: together, alive. Another invitation to gather and awake. So if you want to share a little about these new songs, where can we hear it? It's already
okay. Yeah. Perfect. So this new album, Together Alive, it's together with the pianist Mitch Kuhn and percussionist from Israel, Dror Parker. And it's Together Alive, it's a project that comes from a bigger project that is called Truth of Now. And what we do is we just create a space for people, again, to connect. But the difference is that everything is improvised live, totally on the spot, music and words and everything. And we don't have a clue what will happen from the beginning till the end. And we create it, and we're influenced by the people, and the people are influenced by us. So if, let's say, it comes to me, a piece of music comes into my mind, I sing it, and then I offer it to the people to sing with me. And then we create this together aliveness that we really, and it is also connected a bit to the waves back home, because we influence the waves of our life.
Mm-hmm.
We have the power to create and to change the waves of our life. Even if there's now this huge waves that it's difficult to control, we can find within us small waves, softer, of goodness inside. And if we can bring our flashlight on these waves, on the small ones, going inside our shelter, but empowering these waves, nourishing these waves, slowly, slowly, these waves will come and become bigger and be more influenced. And maybe even they will take, when this big wave that is going on now will settle down, these waves will be already nourished and alive to take over these waves. So it's not that one wave is coming and we're now in disaster. It's also right. But in the same time, if we stop a minute and we breathe, or look above the sky and we see birds, and we see the skies open, and we see children laughing, and there's still ground, and there's still trees, and there's still colors, and if we give a few gratitudes, so immediately the waves change. And maybe the waves of the ocean and the waves inside the music, we call them waves, are the same because we influence them and we're being influenced by. And this is the album, in a way, this Together Alive. Yeah, and the time left. So I just say that Together Alive, you said to say something about the songs. I don't have a lot to say because it was improvised live. We didn't write them. We didn't write it before, but it's a beautiful, beautiful poetry journey to take people into their really emotional being. It's a super powerful one. It's really it's like really big waves that bring us into the heart. Super, super powerful ones. I can share with you afterwards the link, how to find this album. It's possible to buy it on Bandcamp, and it's also in Spotify as well, and all the other Apple, iTunes, and everything.
So welcome again for the second part of the interview. You are coming now to Switzerland on a special date as you're celebrating your 45th birthday in Zurich on November 2nd, and then you are coming to Geneva on November 3rd. So it's a very special and important moment in your life and in the world, and so resonant with your work and offerings as you create alternative spaces for prayer in all faith and religion, where women and men from all over the world can connect and bring powerful healing for themselves and for the world. I'm going to quote you. You invite people you say it's a time of connection and healing, come with love. And after the attacks in Israel, you offered to come together and pray for peace every day on your Facebook and Instagram pages, holding space to connect, release our sadness, anger, not feeling alone, or holding our pain and emotion, but liberating them and giving them a voice. So can you talk more about the power of sharing global connection and how being together can create a collective healing egregore?
Wow, big questions you're asking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You can do it. I'm kidding.
Usually I do it with a guitar. It's easier for me.
It's true.
Talking about it.
So people that don't know, because it's true, it's not just a concert. So I really want to, so people understand, they can really.
Look, we're going through so many things in life. Not even what's happening now. We're just going through so many things every day. We don't have an idea of each person which struggle he's doing every day just to be alive and to be here and now. And there's for years we have this sense of thinking maybe that we have to deal with things alone, only within our own mind, we're on our own heart, and we feel we're lonely in that matter, and the emotions ourselves are lonely, and we don't share them, and they slowly suppress. We suppress, or they feel suppressed So they get stuck somewhere inside the body. And after years, maybe a disease can come, or the body will call us and say, hey, see me, something is going on here. Something didn't yet get acknowledged, processed, seen, loved. I see it like these small rocks, maybe heavy rocks even, inside our body. And when we share something, I'm saying share, it's not by talking, even by singing, even just by this, this whisper, or by this shouting, or by this calling. We're opening the possibility for things that we feel inside to go outside. And it's layers. Again, it's waves. In the past, I was sure it's not waves. And I was super afraid to drown within my own emotions. To drown within if I will open this gate of what I'm feeling inside, I will just drown. But after a few years of processing and doing healing to myself, going to treat myself, my emotional life, I understood it's waves. So I open something and it's like overwhelming me, but it's a wave. It will pass, and then I can continue my life. And then a layer from me is relieved, so I can continue gaining more experiences. And when we come together, we become witnesses of each other. Someone can really see what I'm going through. And I can share even, because inside these ceremonies, inside these singing, I also ask people if they can say a word or two. Hey, what don't you want to hold anymore alone? Or what do you want to give thanks for? What do you want to open in your life? And when we do it together, there's really nourishment. There's really, how do you call it? Like, I would say making love, but I would say getting inspired by each other. When we're with ourselves, I know to create with myself music, it's tough. It's not all the time with myself, but when I meet another musician, there's fruitfuling together. And it works the same with emotions and with difficult or unpleasant emotions. So we put them inside the space. We're holding them together. And it's like I'm taking out a rock from myself and putting it in the center of the circle. And then something where the rock was, so for the beginning, maybe it will be painful. It's like opening a wound, and it's now open. So most of the people will want fast something to put something back, to fill it with something back again. That just not to feel this, this void of the open wound. But there's something so much more powerful for me to hold together this place, this emptiness, this void that just wants to be loved and seen. And now we're talking, let's say, about tough emotions, but let's talk about love. It's the same. Let's inspire each other with love, with peace, with joyfulness, with pleasure. Let's just inspire each other. We're used to work only with this layer up, yeah? Mm-hmm. With the joy and the love. Yeah. But let's also do this, and we'll open it. We'll also what's under with the roots. Let's work with all things called life, with all the waves called life, but do it together.
Yeah,
let's do it together.
Yeah, let's do it together. So talking about that again, you invite people to come together, and exactly as you say, we ask also to breathe, to sing, to dance, to laugh, to cry, to open our hearts and voices, feel more connected and supported by the whole community, by the elements. I
just want to correct something, because it's important. It's not that I ask people to laugh, to cry, to sing. I'm offering a place that people can just be them with whatever arises through them.
Yeah, sorry, I said invite people. Yeah, totally.
That they have the allowance just to be them and not to suppress anything, just to let it flow. If tears come, I
Yeah.
loved here.
That's
If it ever comes, there's a place for everything just to be it.
So yeah, it brings a lot of peace and harmony. It's like a beautiful melody where everybody can come as he is, not being judged, and find support, love, and his special power, which is one of the song too. So I really also being there, it's true, as you say, we can really let go all the emotions and touching the hand of somebody, thinking it's the mother, the father, and there is really this, you create this thing that is, wow. So can you share more about the power, the title also of your work, a little, the power of music that heals the world?
Music heals the world.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it melts all the borders, all the walls between religions. You know, so many greater people, teachers than me talked about music. I can say what music does for me, not for people. So for me, music is really freedom. I can go beyond this form of me. It's a place of expression of everything. Whatever lives inside me, I just let the music fly through me. It's a place of connection. It's a place of honesty. Even sometimes it could be a good way to run away from things as well, to be honest. But it's like this cuddling mother that can hold me whatever I'm going through. Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
super unique for each one of us. I don't know. It's yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So beautiful. So you're a voice artist. Also, the voice is very important with tremendous and powerful vocal range, described as a countertenor, which I love this name though, ranging from a high and heavenly frequencies to a penetrating and deep voice, a ladder between heaven and earth, spirit and body, ancient and new. So when did you discover your talent and decided to share it? And second little question with the voice, do you have any practice or daily routine to work your voice?
Okay. Let's start with the first question. So it comes before me into the world. My parents, we sang a lot at home, a lot of prayers. I come from an Orthodox, religious family, American family that moved to Israel in the 60s. My grandparents from both sides were cantors. It means prayer leaders in the synagogue. So the prayer is something that is really, I'm drinking this milk since I'm a child. At home, 3 times a day, once a week, singing canons, singing prayers, really deep prayers. And there was a time that I choose to go out from the religious life, that it's not for me. But I let within me the prayers. This is something that I feel most connected to God, to divinity. And it's like drinking from a straw. I take this straw and I go inside the religious life that I went through, and I'm bringing in the heart, the core of my connection. And I, in a way, like you said, I created alternative places for prayer. So I took from the synagogue, but I don't like synagogues. I'm not connected to that places. And I started to create my own alternative way to pray. So I started with the tradition, lyrics, music, and I started to create my own in my own way. So in a way, the thanks goes to my parents, goes to my grandparents, to my ancestors, I'm just continuing the legacy in my own branch. If I see this beautiful tree, so I'm a branch that is creating his own beautiful tree within the big tree that I'm continuing on. And the short question, the second one was, I forgot it.
Practice or daily routine to work the voice.
So the voice, I work out all my body. I don't have a specific one for my voice. I do also for voice, for sure. From a teacher I learned in Israel, that through who I really healed my voice. I had a few health issues with my voice, and she really helped me to heal it through practicing a lot, not with the voice, with the imagination, with what's all around the voice, to see the voice as that will be the expression of it. But what I work with all the body, with all the workout of the body. It's like a full instrument that the voice in the end, it goes through here. But it's really, how do you call it? Taking responsibility on nourishing the full spectrum of my body and being devoted to it. Yeah.
Thank you.
But there's many. There's also nutrition. But again, it's very personal, I believe. There's many things I don't eat, and people ask me, "Hey, this is for everyone," and I say, "No. For me, I understood on my body, I don't eat this and this and this and this. Sometimes I take a bite of ice cream. I like, but usually I'm very precise. This is my instrument."
Yeah.
And it's really for everyone to check what is your instrument and what is your instrument need. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about this body is this vehicle. What does this vehicle need? And take responsibility to feed it well, to nourish the mind, to nourish the heart, to nourish the body as it is, as it needs to be. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. So you talked about it a little, but I'm gonna still do my question. So you also channel languages from other worlds that express emotion without definition and labels, which creates this direct connection to the heart. And as you said, sweeps the people into a prayer house, a living temple full of harmony and healing. And over the years, you have created this unique sound signature that connects to all layers of the soul. I really feel the soul, your soul when you sing. It's really, wow, coming more than, and creates this direct healing to the heart. So what is your creative process, and how did you create this unique sound signature? Even though you answered a little already, maybe.
You have to ask God this question.
Okay, I will.
It's like trying to understand what the natural thing does.
Yeah.
I don't really know this answer for you. It's really, it's beyond.
Natural.
I know how I connect to it directly. This I know. Like I know the gate to it. And this is honesty. When I sing, I'm totally honest. Honest with everything in me. I don't hide what I'm doing. Sometimes I have really shitty concerts inside me, inside my brain. Okay, it's my mind fuck inside me. But people afterwards, I talk to them, they loved it. And why? And I know why it's happening, because there's something, I don't know if it's good or bad, it is what it is. I can't hide what I'm going through. So even I'm not connected inside me, it will be very honest on stage, super honest. And I will sing about it. I can sing or I can pray on the moment for connection because I'm not connected. And then automatically there's connection. And this is also, many people are dealing with this thing. How do I connect to what I'm going through? How do I express myself? I would say with truth and honesty.
Yeah.
That's all.
Thank
Truth
you.
and honesty. Yeah.
Again, simple and powerful. We don't need much,
but we don't have, you know, we in the society we grow up on, all the time people want us to be something else than what we are.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
So we're addicted to something else, to a persona that it's not us. So how can we know what we're going through? How can we just bring what we're going through if from the beginning we didn't have permission to do it? So we don't have the tools how to bring our simple us to life. How can I share with my partner what I'm going through if I've been suppressing it all my life? So we have to slowly start creating spaces for people to allow them to be them with what they are.
Mm.
I'm doing it through music.
Mm.
There are people doing it through dance, through sharing, circles sharings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really to get naked, this Calibri, and remove all
But
this.
slowly, because sometimes nakedness can be very, oh, I don't want to get naked. It's very, I understand that very much. I can't show my soul directly. You know, many people I know, they're single today. Many people are searching for love. Yeah. And I think one of the challenges in that matter, that because we want so much love, when we meet someone, we automatically become naked. And for the other person, it's very frightened. So he or she, usually it's a he, but it could be also a she, will turn around and go. And it's not that they don't want this person. It's just the truth has, in my opinion, have to be shared in drops.
Mm.
Slowly, that the container can accept it. If you pull out full of water, it explodes. Nothing will happen there. But we're so much longing for love, so much longing to be seen by another. So immediately when someone sees us, we're like, I just take off everything. I'm now close, but I'm talking emotionally. And then the other one doesn't want us, but it's not true. It's just the container of truth has to go slowly. But every drop has to be true and honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you a lot for this. So you're like a mentor of soul, talking about Neshama. You are singing in ceremonies around the world, offering a space that invites and encourages, as you said, honest connection in shared and powerful singing. So yeah, honesty is very important. And it's a place that allows deep and powerful connection with what lives within us, as you just said, and give it expression with our voice, heart, body, and soul. So can you tell us why it's so important to align our voice with the heart, body, and soul?
Because it's already aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have, it's not a philosophical, I don't have philosophical answers for you. This is our vehicle.
Yeah.
And it's already connected. And it's already influenced. The mind that tries to separate it and say the heart is separated, but I won't express this and this. I feel something, but I won't say it. Or many other things. There's separations. Continues going on also in separations in countries. It's the same. But we're already connected. We're already influenced. This is our vehicle. And I really invite us to learn, to experience this vehicle as it is. Not only the beautiful cha-cha-cha, to express the other ones as well, to let them be expressed. It's the emotions are a present for us. Even pain is a present for us. We don't see it in the beginning, but it's a big present for us. We used to get presents, candy presents, but sometimes there's bigger presents that in the beginning they look like disaster, but afterwards it's much bigger present than the car I bought, or someone gave me. It's just different layers of it.
Yeah, so true. So as you said before, you're from a family of singers and prayer leaders. So you sing in your mother tongue, Hebrew, and in English, each language expressing a unique quality to it. And Hebrew is a sacred ancient language known with high frequencies and used by other cultures. Can you talk a little bit maybe about the frequencies or sacredness, power of this language that is used a lot also with music, with musicians?
I'm not sure I can answer you this question like you asked it.
As you wish. Always.
Yeah, I will answer it as I wish inside of it. I don't work a lot with the mystic of it or with the frequencies of it. I don't know nothing about that, unfortunately. This is my language. This is what I work with. What's very beautiful about the Hebrew for me is that every word presents many, many meanings. Like neshama, that means soul. And neshima, I just put this E inside. Neshima, that means breath. So when I breathe inside, I feed the soul. And neshima relives the neshama. It's like the answer is inside the text already. And there's many words that for me, I connect, like this tree that I shaped before, I connect to my roots. And if I go down to the roots, if we do now a Röntgen to the earth, we will see that all the trees are connected. So we can think about frequencies. I don't know about it, but what I see is that when I'm singing honestly and truth, so the frequency will go down to the earth and connect with the roots of another.
Mm. Yeah.
And I think we're looking for words to express this connection. So maybe we call it frequency, or maybe we call it even sacred. But I believe it's not about the language. I believe. Maybe people will say it's very spiritual, Hebrew. For me, it's about honesty and connection. And when I'm honest with my heart and connected, so you in a different world, let's say, or someone else from a different tribe will resonate it. Not because it's Hebrew. It's because it triggers the truth and honesty in him or in her.
Yeah.
And that matter, I can sing in gibberish. And I call it a holy gibberish, yeah?
Holy gibberish.
or emotional gibberish.
Oh.
Or channeling it in different languages. Because then the mind that thinks, what did he talk about now? We cut it out. And we go directly to the senses of emotion. It's only a sharp thing, and it triggers something inside your heart. And if we don't give it an explanation or don't try to organize it, and we just be with this something open in me, it's beautiful. Too much words, a lot. Too much explanations, too much organizing. Just being with what there is. So for me, the Hebrew is a wow language, but it's not the wow language. It's my language and many others. And connected to my tree, to my legend.
Beautiful tree. Well rooted. So you love to share and invite musical friends also on stage and co-create. You collaborated with Alexander Sasha in Switzerland, Esta Stone, the pianist Mitch Cohn that you said. I had the chance to see you this summer in Corfu in a festival, and you invited Pepe Danza, Sam Garrett, even local artists, local talents, Greek talents, sharing all your gift and medicine, collaborating, co-creating this new world was such a blessing. So who do you like to collaborate with the most? Or do you have any special memory to share or even an artist who inspired you so much during your tour that you want to collaborate and co-create a song together?
Wow.
Wow. Oh,
Big questions.
yes.
Who I like the most, you asked?
Big man, big questions.
Not a big man, not a big man. Not more than you or each one of us. What do I won't say who I like the most, because each one gives a different quality. Okay. I will say that I didn't play yet with Sam Garrett, like you said. I didn't play yet with him. There was a possibility to do it, but we didn't do it. To be honest, I am a very honest man here.
And Nessie Gomez it too. At the end, I think it didn't happen.
I had because I had the final concert. I had a plan to bring in them too, but they had to fly. Okay. So I brought out other musicians. I tell you what I like about musicians and how I choose a musician. And this is maybe my secret about musicians. I'm super picky with musicians. For me, a musician, I'm looking for a musician that has two talents inside him. For sure, much more, but two very defined things. One, he or she is very humble. And the second one, she or he knows how to bite on stage. So they have these two qualities that from the humbleness, when it's time, he knows how to bite the stage, how to take it in. And maybe the last thing will be...
We have another finishing.
10 minutes. Yeah. Maybe the last thing will be to know when not to play.
So thank you. Love your answer. So to close the interview, and I want to thank you before maybe so much, Netanel, for your prayers, your powerful and soft voice, holding spaces with such integrity and humanity. Toda rabba. So it's an honor, really, and a blessing to hear your voice and your words each time. I can hear you for hours. So to close this interview, if you want to share a little song or a prayer or final word, sorry.
First of all, thank you very much. Toda rabba lach. Thank you for the honest questions and your beautiful presence. Really, really, really. When there's a sentence, when you're shy, you shine. Because then the honesty comes outside. Maybe I'll sing a song without a guitar, just like this. We have, I see, 8 minutes here. Let's see. I want to sing a prayer in English. And this is for all, I will change it a bit from what we're used to. And it's for all the people in the entire world, not only now in Israel and in Gaza, that in the past 2 weeks left the earth in many kind of ways. And I would sing it, thank you, Spirit, bringing them back home. Thank you, Spirit, bringing them back home, back home, back home. Thank you, Spirit, bringing them back home, back home, back home, back. May they rest in peace, everyone. And may all the people who are alive will nourish life. and whoever is wounded will be healed fully, mind, body, and emotionally.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Tali.